in order to successfully do this process using trigonometry and using the sine, cosine, tangent functions, you have to put the graphing calculator in degree mode. Okay, so on your graphing calculator, I can show you on Desmos if you're using an online one. So you have to go to second mode, just kidding, mode, not second mode, just mode. Okay, you have to switch. Most of yours might be on radian, because mine was. Switch it to degree. You want the degree, because again, you're finding the degree of the right triangle. Okay, so we don't want radian, we want degree. Hit enter. Everything else should be fine. Okay, go back to the main screen. So if I want to show you this, right, sine, the inverse sine of 8 over 13. So again, second sine of 8 over 13. Go back up, please. Inverse sine of 8 over 13. You get your degree of 37.979. You can round it to the tenths, to the whatever you want to do, okay? You can do 38 since this is in 0.97, okay? This would be 38 degrees in that little corner, okay? All right, let's do another one. Let's say I have my right triangle looking like this, and I want this angle, and I give you, I don't know, 8 and 6. All right, so let's do all three so that you guys know. So let's say this is my thing. Well, we cannot do all three. So what, again, I look at my x, what is given to me? Okay, what is given in relation to x? So in relation to x, do I have the, so my options are opposite, adjacent, which also means if it's next to, and hypotenuse, which is the longest one. So do I have the opposite? Yes, this is the opposite. Do I have the adjacent? Okay, the adjacent's next to it. Yes, I have the adjacent. Do I have the hypotenuse? No, this is the hypotenuse, the longest one. The hypotenuse is also opposite the right angle. We don't have it, okay? So we're using opposite and adjacent. So going back to my sine, cosine, or tangent, which one has opposite and adjacent? The tan function. So for this one, I have opposite over adjacent, which is my tan of x function. All right, so I fill in my information. I have tan of x equals, my opposite is 6, my adjacent is 8. Again, you don't put this in the calculator. You want to know what tan is. So what you're going to do is take the inverse function of tan of 6 over 8 of this ratio to find out what x is. So I go to my calculator. It's already in degree mode. I want second tan of my ratio of 6 over 8. My angle is 36.869, so 36.87. You can, degrees. Okay, you can also do it to the wholes, a whole number, it doesn't matter to me. Okay? All right, let's try one more so that I'm not boring you. Make my right triangle. It's a horrible right triangle, but whatever. I'm gonna fix it. Okay. Let's do, we have 10 and x is here, and we have 5. All right. So again, you're saying to yourself, in relation to x, what do we have? So again, my options are opposite, adjacent, or the hypotenuse. All right, do I have the opposite in relation to x? No, I don't have it. Do I have adjacent? Yes, right next to. Do I have, and you can just put A if you want. Do I have the hypotenuse? Yes, it's 10. Okay, so what I'm using is the adjacent and the hypotenuse. Okay, you can't switch these, so hopefully we're not doing this, because just because we have these two, that ratio doesn't exist. There's never a time where we're doing hypotenuse over adjacent. It's always going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, okay, which is cosine of x. So don't flip them. Look for where the ratio matches the one of your three functions. So this can't exist. This is the only one that exists. So cosine of x equals, so ka, right? So ka toa. All right. Cosine of x equals my ratio. My adjacent's 5. My hypotenuse is 10. Put this in the calculator. I'm running out of room. But second cosine of 5 over 10. My angle measure is perfectly 60. Oh, I did it so nicely. Cool. Okay, so this would be 60. And if I asked you, right, this is cool, right? Oh, cool, whatever. So now that we know this is 60, you know what about this angle? Yep, it's 90. So then if I ask you what's this angle, how can you find that out? And a lot of you will say to me, well, Miss Lomedico or Miss Lowe, the whole triangle's out of 180 degrees. We already have a 60 and a 90, which adds up to 150, so I can just subtract it from the whole to get my what's left over. So this is actually 30. How exciting. Smiley face, tongue, cool. Okay? So I'll post the assignment for lesson 4. And hopefully you guys will be successful with that. If you have any questions, email me. Do not hesitate. I am around, okay? And my mug is today, think happy, be happy. Look at this.